if you're early into this, early on, we might not have thought this was a tasty meat. I'm saying that because I know that it changes. It wasn't something that we just started doing right away, like the chuck. But there was things that we were eating that all of a sudden they would be repulsive.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, okay, here's a good one. We just recently did a video where we discovered duck, and we were like going through the roof, just loving duck.
Yeah.
And then
we ate the whole duck, 3 meals.
Loved it.
We ate the duck leg, and then we ate the duck breast, and then we ate the duck wing.
We ate every single thing that came with that duck.
And we love duck eggs. But a couple days later, we were on a walk, and I was like, would you even want to eat duck right now? And he's like, no. I was like, me either. It sounds gross.
We were pissed off at it.
We ate too much duck, and it turned us off on duck.
Much. I think it just was something that we tested it.
Loved it. Same thing with lamb. Like we went off and loved lamb for a while, and then I just got some, and Steve wouldn't even eat it. I ate it. I had to have it 2 days in a row, and it wasn't as good as the beef.
But that duck,
it's weird. Something changes in you.
That beef. Duck, both of us on the duck, same time said, "I hate that. I hate that duck.
I don't want duck.
I don't want it at all."
No.
And I think maybe our bodies just say, "Hey, stick to the beef."
It's the same thing. I can't have salmon 2 days in a row. I don't want it 2 days in a row. But I love it that day that I have it. But
our bodies are talking to us.
I know. And you know what is the weirdest thing is your taste buds change too. Like pork, no, we don't want any of that at all. I don't know why. Sometimes maybe some ham or something, but we've been off pork since nearly the beginning. We were sort of having some pork belly and stuff and maybe bacon, but now we don't want it.
Yeah.
Chicken, didn't want it. Right away, did not want it. I got a rotisserie chicken in one of the first days, and we were both like, ugh, I don't even know why. Yeah. And we always love chicken. So, but what's weird is I love meat on the bone, and I always hated that. I would never, like we had chicken, I'd rip it off the bone, and then I would eat it. I just didn't like it on the bone at all, and I love it now. It's like my favorite thing. Gristle, never liked it. I love it now. It's my favorite thing to get to. Fat. I eat air fried fat bites, and I love them. Love them. Yep. Ribs, never would eat them. I never liked ribs our whole marriage.
Yeah, before all this, I would love ribs and get ribs. She'd never get ribs.
No, ever. Never. And I love them. I eat them more than he does. I have flanking ribs at least once a week. Salmon, we both don't like the skin on salmon, and we would carve it off and wouldn't do it. Now it's like we're looking forward to it. Good. I don't know why. And you cook the salmon skin side up, the whole cook now, and it makes that skin crispy, and it's so delicious, and that's something we both hated. I mean, even the smell of it grossed me out.
It was just something that we were just repulsed by.
Love it now. And we added in some carbs back because we were trying to lower our cholesterol for the LMHR thing and try to make our doctor happy. I changed then too. Like right now, I couldn't care less about carbs. Like I just don't care at all. And when I started eating some, then it was like, ooh, I started wanting other things. You know, it totally did it just by having them. And I could not care less about them. And that is so freeing It tricks
your brain.
Yeah.
It does.
But I wanted pizza, and I wanted like a piece of bread or toast or something, and
I didn't want that stuff because there was one thing that I was eating that it was protein puck bars. They're vegan protein puck bars.
Good. My parents brought them to our house, and we tried them because we were having carbs at that time, and we were eating oatmeal and stuff like that.
So see this thing?
And
that's a pretty big thing. So I said, this will be the thing I'll supplement to try to get my, get some carbs, lower my cholesterol. I was eating those things like it was oxygen, like I had to have it, and I was just like, I can't believe this isn't bad for me. And then I started feeling like crap.
You got uveitis and your ankylosing spondylitis
went
came
to
back.
hell. But I asked Steph, I go, what is inside that bar? I'll read the ingredients, and there was something in there too.
It was agar or agave. Agave was in there, which is sugar.
Yeah, and it's always got to be sugar. That's how they try to kill us.
Because sugar causes inflammation, but I didn't know agave did. But
when you're in the middle of that, like when I was eating that stuff, in the beginning I didn't realize, like, I was acting like some kind of drug fiend. Because
he ate like 3 of them a day sometimes. Not this size, but the minis. He was eating those and a big one.
These aren't bad for me. Yeah, but they were horrible. Like I'd eat one, I'm like, oh, I can eat another one. These are vegan things. I literally was rationalizing why I could do that. I was pigging out on those things. Not over a month, within a day of starting to eat it.
Yeah.
I went all that time without no carbs, and then I ate it one day, and then I was out there just
hooked.
Yeah, I was.
He was worse than me on those.
Oh, it was so bad.
They were bad. That is weird how everything does change, and just eating meat is way easier.
If you're new to this, there will be changes.
You're going to be grossed out. Like, I would never eat butter in
I'm
cold
assuming
form.
Everybody goes through some kind of
Yes,
change.
because I went through meat repulsion in the beginning, or revulsion. I was repulsed by meat, repulsion.
I'm glad I never had that.
I did. In the beginning, I was just like, ugh, that even sounded gross, all meat. And then that went away. And then you just let yourself get hungry. And then it's like, that sounds good. And then all you want is that. Don't be cheating. It makes it way harder. If you start having some carbs here and there, it's going to screw you. And
it's going to happen. You're going to do it.
It's a spiral effect.
But now you know you know that you can always go back to it. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing to just like quit over, but just remind yourself, hey, if I do this, if I eat this, we're going to a party, if I eat a bite of that pie or cake,
it's not going to kill you.
No, but it's going to screw you over.
But you're going to start wanting, and it just opens the door for like, it didn't hurt me when I had that little bit, and then I want more and more and more.
And again, some people can just take a bite of that or eat a slice of pie and get back on their normal routine. Like for me, it's not worth it. Like I value my health. I don't want to be blind. And if I can, with an autoimmune disease, I want my eyeballs. So for me,
one of his autoimmune diseases is of his eye.
Yeah.
So
both eyes. Yeah. So it depends on how important why you're doing this is. That's the thing that you got to just think about that before you eat one of these manufactured by scientists to make you be an addict is going to be hard to when you take a bite. It's going to be hard not to eat the whole thing and then eat another one and eat another one. That's what's going to happen.
Once we stopped it and quit the carbs, took us a few days or whatever, but we felt like $1 million again after that. Like, and we feel great since. So I'm not going back. And
it sneaks up. Isn't it weird how it just sneaks up on you? It's all like it's
psychologically you tell yourself there's nothing happening, but then once you stop, you're like, and then
you don't.
Better.
Yeah, you feel terrible and just nothing's right, and then you switch back, and you're like, wow.
And you felt great since.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. I hope this diet is if you're participating in it, I hope it's improving the quality of your life. It's doing that for us, and that in turn affects our family and friends, everybody we're around.
You guys, it's almost a year, and I've been almost a year without shingles.
Wow.
A whole year
awesome.
Without shingles. And I would get it 4 to 6 times a year without fail. Every quarter for sure I got it. Every couple months I got it. And I didn't know that would possibly have anything to do with this, but I had shingles when we started this diet. I actually had an outbreak. We were a disaster when we started it.
I know.
I had, my face was so bad with acne. We were stressed. It was really stressful. I was so bad. And then my shingles, and then you had uveitis, and
I was stiff. Everything was horrible for us.
Yep. And then we started Carnivore, and it all went away. It took a while, like different things.
Yeah. Slowly things started
improving. And
I mean, right away, the thing you feel is, you're like, wow, I feel like, wow, this is neat. I feel great. But yeah, then it starts chipping away at those bad things.
Yeah. They have all said, wait till a year and something different happens. And I feel so great. I felt great for a while. But
Well, I'll tell you something else that happens. Maybe this is a natural transition for a lot of people. Like, we're more concerned about other things. Like, hey, if this works, what about grounding? Mm-hmm. And whether or not that's doing anything, we think it is. We feel like it is. So that's a benefit. Barefoot, improving our feet. Walking around barefoot is making us have better balance and stronger feet. You can feel it. It does help you. So all these other things that make our life better we're more attracted to them, you know, because we believe that things can happen because what we've seen with carnivore, we're going to try all this other stuff that we can.
Another thing I have to admit, I know you guys have known, I have never exercised in my life. I never exercise at all, but I've been exercising lately. We got a rebounder. We got that exercise bike, and I liked it and everything, but Steve got a rebounder and was doing it, and it's just like a little mini trampoline. And so I decided I'm gonna do that and just try it. I love it, I really do, it's really fun. But the reason I think I love it is because it's so easy. When you're carnivore, exercising is pretty darn eady. And it's never been before. But my mind is blown. It's like, I think I might be in shape now. And because like my heart rate isn't going as high, and like I'm not sweating as much in the sauna and things like that. Just like weird stuff has changed, but it's easier and it's easy to do. So even something like that where you're like, oh, I don't want to exercise, I don't want to diet.
Your body's responding.
Something's happened.
Your body's responding fast to. It loves exercise. That's important. And when we got that rebounder, and I was like, I'm going to use this for like zone 2 and stuff, and because it'll be easy compared to some of the other stuff I do. And so I was using it. She tried it and liked it. It's difficult for me. I could do it.
Not difficult for me.
And I see Steph in there, and I'm doing like I'll watch. Just recently, I heard she was watching these classes. So I did a class.
YouTube has them.
Yeah, YouTube. You just follow along. So there was a lady that was like just freaking going ballistic, and another lady who was just, you know, doing chill like me. So I said, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I've walked by in there and seen her doing like crazy. like it's crazy that soon doing it, because I'm fairly coordinated. And
I'm not coordinated at all, but I feel like I'm totally coordinated on it. I don't know what happened.
You were like dancing and stuff, and I was like, geez, what is she doing in there?
I can't believe it's easy for me.
For how long you've been doing it, like you jumped into it, and then all of a sudden you were at a level where it was like, I feel like it should have taken longer.
I do too. I can't believe it. I've probably done it less than 10 times. And I feel like the first one I did, the main lady, I think San Fran something, she's like bouncing in the air and stuff, and then her husband's doing it, and he's doing the gentle one or whatever, and I'm following him, and then I was just like, I feel like I needed to go more, and so I was doing more, and then I'm doing what she's doing, and I can do it the whole freaking time. I did it half an hour the other day.
Wow.
And it's like,
that is crazy stuff.
I did only 12 minutes today, and it was a high intensity one, but it was fine. It was totally fine.
It's not normal.
Weird. It's carnivore, 100%. Yeah. It's carnivore.
Because trust
100%.
Me, like, okay, early on.
And I even use weights sometimes. The ones that are on the bike, they're next to him. Like, I feel like I want to do those.
Oh,
just to
goodness.
It feels like I want to do it for some reason. It's weird. I'm curious to see what will happen with our blood results, because I don't know if my cholesterol is going to be the same, less, or like 2,000 or something. I don't know what it's going to be.
I think our cholesterols are going to be high.
Well, I know they're going to be high. Yeah. And that's fine. I'm fine with high cholesterol, but I hope mine has figured out what it's doing now, and maybe it went down a little bit, because 625 is ridiculous.
It's not like a year is going to be like, oh, a year we're experts.
No.
That's not it at all. It's just.
And maybe I had lots of healing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's 100% true. Like all the healing, and I was always lean, and I had inflammation. I just felt like, I don't even have room for inflammation.
Yeah.
But I did. And when it goes away, there's such a relief, man. That's such a good feeling.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Yours was pressure.
And you don't even know that you're so into, like, it's such a huge part of your life. Like if you're uncomfortable and you're in pain all the time, you don't realize how really bad it is. Like, you know it's bad. You get depressed, all these things. But as soon as it starts to let go, you're like, oh my goodness, that was horrible. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, I didn't know I was that bad. And I thought I was really bad, in bad condition. So anyways, we've been rambling on because we ate a lot of meat.
Yeah.
Gave us some energy. And now we got to go do our evening walk with the dog, which is also a good thing to do, is walk after you have a meal. Sends a signal to your system to get rid of that glucose. And
she's so cute.
All right.
I love her.
Until next time.
Enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life.